Good afternoon. Today on Studio G, we bring you details about a big project on the Las Vegas Strip.
Reporter Farron Enos will catch us up on the week's biggest international headlines.
And Honey Love has the scoop on what's going on this weekend.
All this and more right now on Studio G.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Studio G. I'm Jordan Hardy.
And I'm Elena Ledbetter. Bail has been set at $530,000 for the kindergarten teacher accused of kidnapping a 16-year-old. Melvin Sprousen was also ordered not to have any contact with the teen or her family members. Prosecutor had requested bail to be set at $56,000. However, the judge called the teacher's behavior appalling and set bail much higher. Teacher union records show this is Sprousen's first year of teaching in Las Vegas.
There always seems to be construction going on in the city, but one project has caught the attention of locals and tourists. Reporter Bianca Valdez has more.
The Las Vegas skyline has changed and people are noticing.
We were actually flying in from LA and we saw this big metal thing, but we weren't sure exactly what it was.
That big metal thing is the High Roller, which is an observation wheel standing at 550 feet tall, making it the largest in the world, second only to the London Eye.
So it's about 120 feet taller than the London Eye, so it'll be the tallest observation wheel in the world. We have the same engineering group working on this wheel that worked on the London Eye.
The High Roller is the main attraction of a 300,000 square foot shopping, dining, and entertainment district called The Link. This is under construction between the Flamingo and the Quad, where O'Shea's once stood.
We have a lot of great new-to-market concepts and some traditional staples as well. So we'll have the largest yard house in the country. We've got Brooklyn Bowl, which is a great rock and roll venue. It's 78,000 square feet. You can get 2,200 people in there. They'll have a concert every night of the week. We've got Sprinkles Cupcakes coming. We've got Fame, a great Asian concept.
There will also be a new shoe store run by a famous rapper.
At 12 a.m. run is our sneaker shop, and Nas is one of the backers for that. So he's really excited to do his first sneaker shop with us.
This project was approved by city officials back in 2011.
Had a lot of great support from the county to the city. I think that everyone was excited that we were bringing something new to the market versus adding more casino floors or more hotel rooms. So right now we've got 3,000 construction jobs that we've created, and then we'll have over 1,500 jobs ongoing once we get up and open. Great marketing tool in the wheel itself, and everyone flies in, they see it, and we think it'll draw people from all over the strip.
This is the same way Rafael Rodriguez found out about the project.
I've seen smaller ones where I live out there in the Santa Monica Pier. There's a small one, but nothing as big as this. This is amazing. This is going to be huge. I think it's going to be a great thing here for the city.
When the Link opens next year, it'll change the Las Vegas Strip economically and physically. It will change it into ginormous proportions. For Studio G, this is Bianca Valdez.
The High Roller just added their first cabin to the observation wheel on Thursday. It will have a total of 28 cabins to fit a maximum capacity of 1,120 passengers at a time. The Link will have grand opening ceremonies in December, and the High Roller will be taking passengers starting in the first half of next year.
The 2013 World Series of Poker main event has come to an end. Reporter Jordan Harrison was there for the final table to see who took home this year's richest prize in poker.
After a record-breaking 2013 World Series of Poker, the final players, also known as November 9, came back to Las Vegas in hopes of becoming this year's WSOP main event champion that will be taking home nearly $8.4 million and the most prestigious gold bracelet in poker. Over 6,000 players competed. They range from average Joes, poker legends, celebrities, and the new faces of poker. No other poker tournament comes even close in comparison to the WSOP main event.
The World Series of Poker is the biggest poker and also the biggest gaming festival in the world. I mean, it attracts people from over 100 different countries. It's once a year, and people come here from all over to test their skills against the very best and potentially to be the very best.
Making it to the final table alone is something to be very proud of. Ninth place still took home $733,000, but even then, it's still a big disappointment for some of the players.
I feel I did the best I could. Don't think I made any mistakes at this final table, but just try to do it again next year. That's all.
But for some players, making it to the final table and taking home a nice chunk of the prize pool is enough satisfaction in itself.
No, I would have been disappointed if I came in ninth, what I said earlier, but yeah, I played for the money. The experience is just a big circus, and it's fun, and I hope everybody can do this once in a lifetime, because it's great.
Ryan Reese shares the emotion he felt inside once he knew that he was this year's main event champion.
Just overwhelmed with joy. Just so happy. Just started crying. I was speechless. I never would have thought this would happen years and years ago, especially this soon or this early in my life. But I'm excited for what the future holds.
Reese hasn't made any plans on what he's going to do with the money yet. For now, he's just going to savor the moment. For Studio G, I'm Jordan Harrison.
The main event featured a prize pool that was over $59 million. It was paid out to the top 648 players.
We'll take a look at a brand new website that features pictures and videos of UNLV students.
Don't go away. When we come back, we will find out which state recently legalized gay marriage.
Don't touch that mouse. Studio G will be right back.
You drinking tonight?
Nah, not tonight.
Well, give me a couple beers. You want some?
No, stop.
Come on, just take a drink.
No.
It's just a drink.
I have to drive us home.
Yeah,
Can you
okay.
even walk in a straight line?
Yes, want me to show you?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Man, what are you talking about? I got this.
Just give me the keys, please.
I ain't drunk though.
My name is James Grant.
King Louie here.
This is Jennifer.
Crystal May McGuerza.
I'm Savannah.
Zoe here.
This is your boy Miles Lowe.
Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype. And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Combox Radio.
Join us for happy hour.
The Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
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 KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on Revcast.com.
Illinois has jumped on the bandwagon of states to approve same-sex marriage. This comes just after a ruling last month by the New Jersey Supreme Court, which began issuing marriage licensing to the same-sex couples. The General Assembly approved the measure Tuesday, and Governor Pat Quinn has promised he will sign it into law. He says the legislation puts his state, quote, on the right side of history.
Marriage is the highest recognition you give to people who want to build a life together, and gay and lesbian couples deserve that, and now they have it in Illinois.
Once the governor signs the bill, Illinois will become the 15th state to legalize gay marriage.
A new UNLV website is up and running, and it is made by UNLV students for students. The site is called RebZone. It is operated by student interns for the UNLV Office of Online Education. It is not simply a website with UNLV updates for students, but features pictures and video submissions through a student perspective, with sections including academics, athletics, and a blog.
Well, our tagline is For Rebels by Rebels, and by that we really wanted to make a website that was different from all other UNLV websites out there. We tried to promote student organizations, student artwork, student opinions, and we try to get feedback from students as well. So we really want to keep it alive, like a social media place.
This is more for like the social media work, because RebZone is primarily made for students to connect with one another, and not only students here on campus, but nationwide, online. So
they wanted online students to feel like they had a campus experience as well, so they brought the campus experience online, allowing online students to feel like they have a source of affinity.
To check out this new student site, visit rebzone.unlv.edu. Thank you, Christina. Let's take a look at what made... Farron, we're going to see you about international news now. That's okay. I didn't think so. That's my name.
It's okay.
I knew this was going to happen. Do you want me to say technical difficulties? We'll go. I can introduce. You want to bring it?
She looks pretty though.
Prompting Ford to go before the media admitting his fault.
Should I give you props for what you did that one time? I would have cried.
To resign. Ford could no longer outrun the truth after his friend and part-time driver were arrested and is facing drug-related offenses as well as extortion charges. Now that the mayor has come clean, he claims he is not an addict and hopes the city of Toronto will forgive him. Not only does Ford plan on staying in office, but he also plans to run for re-election next fall. German authorities are hoping they can confirm the largest recovery of looted art ever discovered. 1,500 pieces of artwork stolen by the late Nazi Party was confiscated in Munich. Pieces include works by Picasso, Matisse, and Chagall. Investigators believe the art was either declared degenerate by the Nazis or was stolen by Jewish art collectors. Investigators are also valuing the collection at a little under $1.4 billion. And Russia's fascination with sending things into space continues. After sending the first dog and man into space, Russia is now sending the Olympic torch into orbit as it prepares to host for the 2014 Winter Games. The torch will blast off from Kazakhstan today as the trip is part of a torch relay, and it will even be going on a spacewalk. The Winter Games will be held in Sochi, Russia, and in a brand new Olympic-grade venue is expected to be finished in a few weeks. Now that's all the time we have for international news today. I'm Farron Enos, but stay with us. We'll be right back with your weather report.
Collegiate DECA promotes personal and professional development through competitive events, community involvement, and leadership development.
I joined DECA because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So I got to meet people, network, and definitely work on my public speaking.
To join DECA, it's a very simple process. You have to pay a $25 membership fee. You can either come to our next meeting, our website, which is unlvdeca.co.vu.
We're open to all majors who are interested in business, finance, or hospitality-related fields.
Hello, Las Vegas and Rebels. My name is China Green. I'll be giving you your weather today. So right now, at this very moment, we're at 67 degrees, sunny, but we do have some clouds sneaking in there. And then the winds will not be an issue today at zip miles per hour, so that's nice to see. And then we're going to have a high of 67, and then tonight it's going to be pretty chilly. We're going to see a low of 47. And then tonight we're going to have a sunset, or actually afternoon rather, of sunset at 4:38 p.m. We got to get used to that. And then for our current weather, consistently it's going to be chilly. And we even see some colder weather in California. And we have 53 in Durango, Colorado, and 49 in Grand Junction. And then over here, 67. And for your satellite, we are seeing a lot of rain in the northwest, especially heavy in Washington. And then over here, we're seeing some heavy rain, but it looks like it's being pushed off the coast and into the North Atlantic. And for tomorrow's forecast, we're seeing majority sun. That's good, but we do have some clouds over here and some rain. And then look at this, Miami. We have some clouds. Is that right? That's a change over here. And for your extended forecast, we're sitting nicely in the 70s, and then we're going to hit a high of the week at 76 degrees on Tuesday. That's all the weather I have for you today. Now let's toss it back to the desk.
We are in the heart of football season at UNLV, so why not take a look at what former UNLV quarterback Randall Cunningham is doing after his glory days.
Legacy at UNLV. He is a husband, father, and a pastor. He is Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham grew up in Santa Barbara, California as a star football player. He earned a scholarship to play football at UNLV in 1981 and is still one of the best players the university has seen. He left UNLV in 1984 to play for the National Football League, where he was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the second round. He talks about how his life changed after that.
My life went from being a little broke dude, making $317 a month stipend from UNLV, to signing a contract for $810,000 over 3 years and receiving $150,000 as soon as I put my name on the contract.
Today, Randall is a husband and a father.
I have a wonderful wife, Felicity. She's from Johannesburg, South Africa. That's how she says it, South Africa. And she's a wonderful woman. We've been married for 20 years. We have 6 kids. Randall, he's 17. Vashti is 15. Gracie is 10 years old. And then we had Christian, who passed away, went on to be with the Lord. He would have been about 5, going on 6 years old right now. He died in the drowning. We had a miscarriage right before him. And then now we have a little baby Sophia Marie Ruth Cunningham, who's 1 year old. It's amazing because I'm 50 years old and my wife is her age, whatever she is.
His wife lets us know Randall from her perspective.
He's very determined. He has vision, and he follows through with the vision that he has. He's motivated. Also, somewhat of a perfectionist.
Randall coaches local kids in various sports to help them earn a free college education.
Coach at a local high school here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I also have my own track club team called the Nevada Gazelles, where we have high school kids that we take out all over the country. They go to the Junior Olympics, AAU, and USATF. And we've been having a ball. I started a Bible study a while back with a friend who just wanted to study the Bible more. About 8 years later, here I am, passing the church. We've had our church up for 8 years now. Now we've got about 1,100 to 1,200 people who attend our church, and it's been a blessing.
For Studio G, I'm Jordan Hardy.
Randall Cunningham is making an impact on the Las Vegas community, as well as being the most notable football player in UNLV's history. He says he hopes to see the current Rebels win this Saturday against Utah State to qualify for their first bowl game since 2000. After the break, we will talk about an organization that helps prepare young men for the future.
My name is James Grant.
King Louie here.
This is Jennifer. Crystal May Maguerza.
I'm Savannah.
Zoe here.
This is your boy Miles Lowe.
Christian FGY.
Kaylin Height.
And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Combox Radio.
Join us for happy hour.
The Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
KUNV. KUNV.
KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on Repcast.com.
This is Your House Too. Located on the campus of UNLV on Brussels Street sits Housel House, the Center for Social Justice. A place where everyone can participate, explore cultural identity, share different experiences, and learn leadership skills. No judgments. You are accepted, you are important, and you are welcomed.
Stand up.
Speak out.
And change the world.
Good afternoon. I am joined with Evan Fincher, president of the nonprofit organization Today's Gentleman. Thanks for joining us, Evan.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so you have a nonprofit that is it's called Today's Gentleman, but girls can join as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am. What we do is, that's just the title. We help anyone who needs it, whether it be young men or women. They need just as much help as guys, so we don't want to discriminate at all with that.
All right, so what inspired you to begin this nonprofit?
Well, what inspired me is first my job as a police officer. I try to help young men and women the best I can through that. Also, I wanted to be the change I wanted to see in the community. Growing up West Las Vegas, we have a lot of people that have empty promises of what they want to do or what they should do and kind of, leave us in the dust. Once I began my career and got comfortable with my career, I wanted to make sure I gave back to the young men and women from my area and that had similar situations as me growing up.
So would you say being a Las Vegas Metro police officer, you're on duty seeing things, seeing young men and women getting in trouble, does that help you kind of teach the kids how to be successful and stay away from trouble?
Well, yes, it does, because I'm able to advise them from a law standpoint. I'm better, equipped with information on if you do this, this is what's going to happen to you and how to get around it. Also, that helps me with communicating with kids because I know basically their situations and I know what they're going through. So I'm able to use my background as, not even a police officer, just my background as a person to communicate with them and take that into my job also.
Okay, and then can you tell me exactly kind of what you do at your organization, maybe a day with the kid?
Well, we do mentoring, we do tutoring, community service events, we help out in sports events. Recently, our events we do a lot of charity events. We had a clothing drive. We were able to raised over 1,000 items of clothing, which all went through communities and schools, and we got them to families that needed them. Right now, we're also having a food drive, which is the same thing. We want to give everything to families that need them before we give them to another organization. But right now, it's just keeping in contact. We work a lot with Boys Town of Nevada. I speak with a few kids there, have a relationship with a few kids there. But that's what it is, just making ourselves available to young men and women that have somebody that they look up to that's easily accessible when they have the basic questions about growing up.
Okay, and it's awesome that you're doing this. Is there a specific age group that you work with? I mean, how young do you go? I know they're...
Well, from what I saw as a police officer, the prime age where people need the most support is from 6th grade, so about 11, 12 years old, to high school. That's where they start to, what I call, they know enough, but they don't know everything. You know, they want to become a young man, they want to become a young woman, and they want to make their own decisions, but they don't know life yet. So that's where I feel that we are most needed, is that age there.
So I saw that you have, I guess, interview sessions, kind of? Is that what we call them? Or you guys prepare them to get jobs? What is it?
Oh, yes. Recently with Boys Town, we did mock interviews with some of the kids, basically when they're transitioning to adulthood, they're entering the workforce. I got a group of my friends that volunteer with me, and we got with the kids, and we just put them on a job interview. Had them dressed, had the questions, had resumes, everything as if they were entering the workforce.
Okay, and off of that, what makes your nonprofit organization different than, let's say, Big Brother, Big Sister, stuff like that, you know, because you're kind of a mentor to these kids?
What makes us different is I like to call ourselves a proactive nonprofit group. That means we don't wait until there's a problem. We already know what the problems are, and we go out there. Just like one of the problems is, you know, not enough kids have mentors. They don't have enough leadership. We go out there, we make sure we have that. What makes us different, we're all young. We're young when we can relate to the kids. We listen to the same music, for the most part, play the same video games, you know, things like that where people can look at us and say, hey, they're older, he may be a cop, she may be a broadcaster, but we're a lot alike. And they respect that more, so they go to us. I would rather go to this guy that, you know, listen to the new music and than someone who may be more up in age that even though they went through the same issues that they're going through now, 20, 30 years ago, you know, whereas 24 years old, we're still going through the breakups. We're still going through finding jobs and getting settled into a career. So we're more apt to help them with their issues.
Okay, and then how do kids get in contact with you and find out where to meet up to, you know, do these mock interviews or just be mentored?
Well, the email is the best way. It's todaysgentleman@gmail.com. That is the primary way. You email us, one of us will get back to you, and we'll go from there.
All right, perfect. So that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
When we come back, Honey Love will let us know what events are going on this weekend.
My name is James Grant.
King Louie here.
This is Jennifer. Crystal May Maguerza.
I'm Savannah.
Zoe here.
This is your boy Miles Lowe.
Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype.
And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Combox Radio.
Join us for happy hour.
The Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
KUNV. KUNV.
KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on revcast.com.
You drinking tonight?
Nah, not tonight.
Well, give me a couple beers. You want some?
No, stop.
Come on, just take a drink.
No.
It's just a drink.
I have to drive us home. Can you even walk in a straight line?
Yes, want me to show you?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Man, what are you talking about? I got this.
Just give me the keys, please.
I ain't drunk though.
House 2. Located on the campus of UNLV on Brussels Street sits Housel House, the Center for Social Justice. A place where everyone can participate, explore cultural identity, share different experiences, and learn leadership skills. No judgments. You are accepted, you are important, and you are welcomed.
Stand up.
Speak out.
And change the world.
What's up?
up, Las Vegas? I'm Honey Love, and this is another edition of Vegas Lights, Vegas Nights. If you're looking for something fun to do in Sin City this weekend, then you know I got you covered. Consider yourself a foodie? I know I do. Then you won't want to miss this. The second annual World Food Championship kicks off today. Chefs from all over will be dishing out their best barbecue sauce, chili, desserts, and even their best bacon dishes, all for a portion of the $300,000 total prize purse. The 4-day food extravaganza will take place down on Fremont Street, and competitors include Slap Yo Mama barbecue sauce, custom confections, and lobster trap. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Well, how about taking a stroll or a roll to Henderson? You should check out this unique event. The City of Henderson's Department of Cultural Arts and Tourism will host a stroll and roll. It's a take on a phenomenon that started in Bogota, Colombia called ciclovia, where the streets are closed to motorized traffic, allowing the community to come together on bikes, skates, foot, or whatever else you can think of that moves. Along the route, you can enjoy music, games, food trucks, and all kinds of kid activities. And of course, we all like free events. And UNLV fans, get out there and support your team during this triple option Rebel weekend. On Friday, tip-off starts at 4:30 with the Lady Rebels versus the Broncos of Santa Clara inside the Thomas & Mack Center. And after that game, you should stick around for some Running Rebels basketball. They will be battling it out against the Vikings of Portland State. And on Saturday, head on out to Sam Boyd Stadium for some Rebel football. Kickoff begins at 5 o'clock against Utah State. Well, that does it for this edition of Vegas Lights, Vegas Nights, where you know it's always going down. And as usual, you know I got you covered. Now back to the desk with Jordan and Elena. Hi, guys.
Hey, honey. Well, that does it for today's show. I'm Jordan Hardy.
And I'm Elena Ledbetter.
Tune in tomorrow for the Week in Review with Studio G Magazine.
Have a great day, Las Vegas.